Alright, I'm going to go through a quick walkthrough of the Jumbo Hotspot. Pretty popular hotspot. This particular Jumbo Hotspot that seems to be real popular only is Wi-Fi, and it does not have a an actual network Ethernet connection on it. So a lot of guys are having trouble actually accessing this thing in order to get to the Pi-Star configuration. I am not going to go through the setup of the configuration on Pi-Star. There's plenty of videos around for that. Be if you want to do DMR or D-Star, Yaesu System Fusion, etc. So I'll leave that up to you to do a search on those. There's a couple ways you can actually access the Jumbo Spot. The first way I'm going to show you is through what they call the access point, and that has a built-in ability in Pi-Star. It's set by default that has the access point feature turned on. So in order to do that, you're going to plug your Pi-Star into power supply. Let it sit there. It's going to take it a while to boot up and actually get everything set up and going. They say a minute, 90 seconds, something like that. Personal experience, I've seen that much longer. So with that said, I don't have Wi-Fi on this particular desktop, so we're going to remote into my laptop. Alright, I'm remoted into my laptop, and the first thing you're going to do is go to your wireless show networks, and you'll see that there's a Pi-Star setup right here. This is actually the access point for the Jumbo Spot. So you're going to click on it. Mine's saying that it's open. I have seen some of these that are closed. If it is closed, the password is raspberry, RASPBERRY, all lowercase. So let's go ahead and connect to this. And again, this will take a little while. These Jumbo Spots are only 512K. They run on a Raspberry Pi, and they are a little slow, so give it some time. It can take a little while for it to actually connect. And anything. Okay, so it's connected. It obviously has no internet connection because it's not connected to any kind of network or anything else. It is just an access point to the actual Jumbo Spot. So at this point, you can open up a web browser, and you should be able to go to pistar.local. Whoops, hold on a second here. Pistar. Yep, there we go. And again, this will take it a little while to actually get and bring up the Pi-Star page. So again, be patient with it. Okay, fresh boot, fresh configuration. This particular one that I just reformatted here and pulled down is the current version of this date, which is February 28th of 2021. So some of these, when you get into that first page, you may see you'll see the dashboard. Let me go back here. And you'll click on configuration. Some of these will go right into it like mine did. After a few seconds, it'll go, like here, it tells you that after 10 seconds, it'll be directed to the configuration page. If you get to the configuration page and it asks for a username and password, the username is pi-star, and again, the password is raspberry, RASPBERRY, RRY, all lowercase. If it's asking you to log in with a username and password. Okay, so once you do this and you're on the configuration page, what you'll do is scroll down to where it says wireless configuration. Don't worry about anything else right now. Again, like I said, I'm not going to go through any of the configuration stuff with this. I'm just going to show you how to actually get this thing onto your network so that you can get things set up. So scroll down to where the wireless configuration is. You'll see that the WAN interface 0, which is the Wi-Fi connection, is currently down because we are accessing it through the access point, which again, like I said, by default, this is turned on. So what you'll do at this point is click on configure Wi-Fi. Again, be patient. It's not the fastest thing. You're going to scan for networks. Let it sit here for a little bit. It should go out and look. Okay. So this is pulling up a couple Wi-Fi connections that it sees. What I have noticed with this, and I think somebody may be able to verify this, is that these jumbo spots by default only connect to a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection. So if you only have 5 gigahertz enabled, it's not going to see the Wi-Fi. Everything that I've seen on this one and going through every time I've run this, I've got a couple 5 gigahertz connections going, and those never show up. So I'm pretty sure that it's only seeing the 2.4 gigahertz. So make sure that your Wi-Fi connection is capable of running 2.4 gigahertz and that you do have that enabled. So once you do that and you come up to the networks found, you're going to select the network that you want to connect to, and you're going to enter your password for it. You can click your little eye thing here, which will pop up and show you what you have typed in. I'm not going to do that for obvious reasons. After you do that, you're going to click Save and Connect. The other thing you should do here is, and I'll wait for this to go through here, change your country code. So we're going to go down to, see, it says it's updated successfully, and well, we'll have to change the country code when we come back in here, but you can change the country code before you do that. So change it to, whatever Wi-Fi country you're in. Obviously, I'm not in Japan. At this point, what I have found is that it doesn't show up that the interface is actually connected. It still says that it's down. And even if I go up to power and do the reboot, I found that this doesn't always show up either. So what I have physically done every time I've done this is actually go over to the jumbo spot, disconnect the USB power source from it, and plug it back in. Again, you'll need to wait. You'll need to wait a little while for that to reboot. So let me run across the room here, and I'm going to let me go back to the configuration page here. I'll go back and unplug mine and let it start to reboot. So hold on a second here. Yeah, I've just physically rebooted mine. It's going to take it a while. It'll probably come up here in timeout in a little bit saying that it can't connect because it's actually going through the rebooting process. So hang tight here. Yeah. It'll take it a while. Like I said, these things are definitely not the speediest of connecting back to a network. Once you actually get them on your network, they do fairly good at keeping up without any latency issues on sending and receiving the digital signals back and forth. So don't be concerned about that. Do a refresh here and we'll see if it's actually connected yet. Now it's still waiting to boot. Like I said, I have seen this particular one I have come close to, oh, here we go, almost 3 minutes of rebooting. So okay, so this is asking me to log in now. This will be, like I said, pi-star, and the password is all lowercase raspberry, RASPBERRY. Get that guy out of here. Let's do a sign in. At this point, it should be on my wireless network. The interface is up. It is connected to my Wi-Fi, and it does give you your bit rate and your signal levels and your link quality. So if you forget that Wi-Fi country code thing, I think you can just go back into the Wi-Fi and change this to whatever country you're in and just do a save and connect. Now you can set these up if you've got a couple different Wi-Fis. If you wanted to do like a failover or whatever, you would hit add network, excuse me, add network and add a second or third Wi-Fi connection. So, all right, that is the first way. Okay, so there we go. It's changed to US. It's still connected. That is the first way to get into the configuration page. Okay. So let me, let's see, how can I do this fairly quickly? I'm going to go grab actually here, I can do it this way. The second way will be to actually go and pull up, I think it's pi-star.uk. pi-star.uk, and you're going to go to Pi-Star Tools, and you're going to select the Wi-Fi Builder. Again, you're going to enter your country code. You'll have to manually enter your SSD and your Wi-Fi password. And once you do that, make sure that this, hold on a second here. I am going to do this. I don't want everybody to see what my Wi-Fi password is, so hold on one second. Let me bring up another, let's go back to the topic screen. Okay, so once you do that and you get that, what I've got not showing right now, the Wi-Fi password, once you've got that configured in there or set in there, you're going to go back over to submit. Didn't want that to show up, but oh well. Okay. Once you do that, the file is going to download. You're going to take this downloaded file, this configuration file, and what you want to do is remove the micro SD card from your jumbo spot and put it in your PC, and it's going to complain because it's going to tell you that you need to format it, blah blah blah, because it's not a Windows format. Don't format it or you're going to completely wipe out the operating system for the Pi-Star. Okay, once you put that in an SD card reader that supports the micro SD card, you're going to go to that drive letter, and what you want to do is take this configuration file, and you're just going to copy it to that let me see here. How can I do this? You're going to put it. You want to put it in the root directory. Let me plug an SD card into my laptop. Give me 1 second here. All right. Hopefully this will mount. Okay, yeah. And okay, so you're going to take this file, this configuration file, and you want to just copy it. This is actually coming up saying it's drive D. You want to just copy it into your root directory of Pi-Star. So you'll just copy it into here. And go ahead and remove it, plug it back into the jumbo spot. And once you do that and wait about 2 to 3 minutes, after it's powered on, it'll be, if you've configured your SSID and your SSID and your Wi-Fi password correctly, you'll be able to find it on your network. So let me pause this, close this down. Here's what I mean. Do not format this, because if you do, when you plug it into the Pi-Star, you're going to be hosed up. Okay, so just say cancel or just click the X and close it out of there. Let me grab this card out. All right, now give me a second here. I'm going to give me a second here. I'm going to go back and put this SD card back in the Pi-Star, and then we'll reboot it, and I'll show you how that shows up on the network again. All right. Or I guess I could have put that monitor back over there, but okay. So we're going to close these guys. Whoop. Get on the right screen. Close these guys. And yeah, I'm hung up there, so hold on a second. I think I may have just lost my remote connection here. Let's just reconnect. Nothing like having technical difficulties on the fly. Okay, so I'm rebooting the laptop, so hold on a second here. Close this back down. Let's see. Should be able to connect to it again here. I'm waiting for this laptop to see the network so I can actually remote back into it. Sorry, guys. In the meantime, okay, if you don't, if your desktop or laptop doesn't have a micro SD card reader or an SD card slot that you can use an adapter in, you can use these little micro SD card adapters. There's your SD card, and I've got a USB card reader here, so that's something you can do. Just pick up a cheap USB card reader. You can get them pretty cheap, 10-15 bucks, and most of these will have multiple ports on them for different size cards. So you just plug that in there. It's going to come up as a drive letter, and that's how you would get that configuration file over on the SD card. So let's try to connect back here to my okay, we're good. Connect back over to my laptop. Hold on. Okay. So by now my Pi-Star should be rebooted too. Okay, so you don't see the access point in here anymore. I should be able to go directly to, because it's on my network, I should just be able to go in, pull up a browser, and hopefully go to pistar.local again. Whoops. Whoops, come on, Rick. Man, I'm having a bad day, guys. Sorry. Let's try this again. Let's actually, am I not gonna, stupid me, hold on. I closed down the remote connection here. I'm trying to use the browser on the, okay. Let's try this again. There we go. Yeah, after a few technical difficulties. Sorry. Go back into configuration. It's going to ask me to sign back in again. This is username is pi-star, and the password is raspberry, all lowercase. And okay, we're on my connected to the Wi-Fi again. So that's the second way to access this. Again, I'm not going to go through any of the setup with any of the digital modes. So this will get you into the operating system, the Pi-Star configuration page, and from there you can just, once you get to this point, go ahead and configure your hotspot. 7.3, have fun and enjoy.